So, I was not about to record, but I got onto the server, and this has happened. And I just realized now that someone had asked me if I had been on the server yet today. And I said no and thought it was a little strange. And, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Zedcraft. You may notice I'm not exactly in Zedcraft right now, and that is because we have to do a little bit of planning. See, today we are going to adventure to a new world, somewhere I have not shown you guys yet, and that place is called Willy World. In Willy World, we create all kinds of games for everyone on the Zedcraft server to kind of participate in and have like a really cool kind of creative outlet. And I think today we are going to add a game to Willy World. And I have a pretty cool idea for one, but I needed to plan it out in creative because I'm only going to build this in survival once. So we're going to make sure we know what we're doing. And I've already got the idea for what we're going to do. And this is really dependent on certain mechanisms in the game working. So I am really hoping that these these mechanics that I think are going to work actually do, and I think they'll actually be fine. So we're going to need, right off the bat, we're going to need a couple of dispensers. Maybe droppers would be better. Let's do droppers for right now. So we're going to get a couple of these, and we're going to put them here. I want to try and have it kind of in the water at first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll do it above the water. Okay, so it shoots pretty far, but it does land in the water. So basically what I'm thinking for this game is I want these dispensers to kind of be on like a timer, and it's going to randomly shoot things into the water. And see how I have the water flowing away? That is intentional. You will be able to kind of pull items. So this is the other thing I needed to test to see if it actually works. So am I able to kind of pull items backwards? Yes. Okay, so just like that, that is what I want to happen. Now, if this game is too difficult, it might not be... Oh, see, yeah, just like that. You can grab it and pull it in. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't do it earlier. Maybe it doesn't work in flowing water. That's what we need to figure out next. I'm going to try to get just like a little clock going. Did I just do it? Wait a second. I didn't even have to look at a picture. I just figured it out. Yeah. I did it! Look at it go! I did that! I'm sure you guys are questioning, why am I trying to make a game in Willy World if I can't even figure out a simple redstone clock? Because we are about growing around here. We are going to get out of our comfort zone, okay? This is what it's all about. And because it's fun. Like, this is going to be a great time. I think what we want to do is get a flow where it goes straight across so that they're really slow and you get more of a chance to kind of grab them, because this is really difficult. Can you even do it in flowing water? I don't think we've tested that yet. Oh, I don't think you can do it in flowing water because they're technically like not, like they don't become like items until they stop flowing. Alright, so now can we grab some? Yes, we can. So the idea is we're going to have hoppers kind of close to here that you pull them into, I think. I'm still really bad at this. So that would mean there's an opportunity here where you should be able to grab them, or do they have to be still? That's what I need to really know. Actually, yeah, let's have this longer. Okay. Okay, we're getting closer. And then there's two ways we can do this. Either like you get it into a certain hopper and you get more points for getting it into the specific hopper, or it's different items and you get more points depending on what items you pull in, or a combination of the two. Now, I think throwing in ones that count against you would be best, because then you have to actually avoid some stuff. So if we throw in like rotten flesh, I think that helps create difficulty. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump on the creative Zedcraft server because Lisa is going to help me kind of figure out some of the logistics to the game, and plus it's just fun to work with someone else. And I always love working with her because she is awesome. And so we're going to go ahead and hop on that server. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and mark out what I've already come up with. You know what I'm trying to do. How long have I been muted? How long? Probably a long time, huh?
Since I said you're muted.
Because I was just thinking about like the stuff they do with like ender pearls and stuff, you know? Like how they can keep an ender pearl kind of in motion. Oh. Oh! That's an idea.
It might be too much.
It might be, but that might actually be cool. It gives it a little more motion. The other thing is, like, I don't know, like, it's hard to test it because I don't know if I'm bad or if...
Well, you gotta be competent at your own game, right?
Yeah. Could intermingle it with soul sand. Like, not do all soul sand, but do maybe like a checkerboard kind of thing so it's not constant. I love them! Also, they go a lot farther this way, too.
You can call it Bubble Brothers. If you don't already have a name.
Yeah, I don't have a name. And then, okay, so scoring, either I wanted it to be scored based on, like, if you get it in these hoppers, it's less points, whereas you get it in these hoppers, it's more points, or something like that. I didn't work it out. Or, also, like, having something in here like rotten flesh, and every, like, rotten flesh you do pull in counts against you.
You could even push the soul sand left and right. Or maybe like on a piston feed tape.
Uh-huh. Wait, is this moss?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Are they all automatically moss? Or did you do that?
Nope. I did that. There we go.
Whoa, what the heck is that thing?
That locks it. It's a locking repeater. So whatever state the repeater, sideways repeater is in when the other repeater powers, it locks it in that state. So no matter if there's
is that in survival?
Yeah. So like if you see here, redstone goes out now, I lock it, I take away the redstone, and I still signal.
How did you lock it?
And likewise the other way. If I lock it while it's off, it'll remain off.
That's crazy. How'd you lock it?
With another repeater pointing into it.
My mind is blown. I've never seen that in my entire life.
Yeah, so it ain't exactly, but that just adds the difficulty. Let's go with that.
Uh-huh.
There we go. So we gotta link up the red and the orange together. So if you do the orange, I'll do the red then.
Okay, just like a redstone line, or?
Yep. Got it. I've gone in full redstone mode. You know what would have been easier? Just to switch the blocks from side to side.
That's what I thought you meant at first.
Well, there should be blocks
this
here as well.
redstone torch is floating on nothing, just by the way.
Yeah, that's well did it on this world. Bit of a noodly way to do it.
That's alright. I'm not bothered.
Rotating might be too fast for the...
Yeah, because it's not registering and making bubbles.
So we can't have it on the same clock.
We might need to add in some more soul sand. Oh no! Don't hate me. And also just don't come near me.
It's fine. Fine.
I just misclicked.
There we go, that's what you wanted, right? On the feed
Perfect! Tape. All that work so that it never changes.
Yeah. Now it's 1 part calcite and 3 parts soul sand.
Yeah, this feels better. They're going all the way across. Some of them are going low. Some of them are jumping. Some of them are easy. I think this is a nice mix. This is so funny. Like, The thing I mostly needed you for, or I thought I needed you for, was for the scoring system, which is going to be like a sorting system that calculates points.
Oh, that's gonna be easy.
I know it's probably not too difficult. I know it's been done multiple times before, so I'm hoping.
It has to be resettable. That's the thing.
Yeah.
How fancy can we go? Like, do you want a digital readout or
Um.
do you want people to add it together themselves?
I would like for it to be automated. If it's too much, that's okay. We don't have to do that. The
Let's see.
display I'm not too worried about. I'm more worried about I would like a way for it to tally up, like, so if pink dye is worth 5 points, blue dye is worth 1 point, and rotten flesh is worth a negative point, can it calculate all that together?
If the total score is going to be less than 15. Over here on the museum plots, we have, I think this is 8-bit. Yeah, this is 8-bit, so that's 8 to the power of 2, that's 64, so that can add up to 64.
Uh-huh. I feel like this
So
is
that's
more than I want to do for a little fishing game. Not like, like if I was doing something on the scale of like Loot Labyrinth, it makes sense. But like for a little tiny game, I feel like this kind of scoring system isn't necessarily needed. Do you feel me, or do you feel like this would make it better?
I feel ya. Okay, let me blow your mind.
Okay.
Do you have a resource pack that helps with?
No. I do not have
Okay,
any
you
of
should.
this. I'm back.
Can you see these?
I see
Can you
it.
see that these are 15?
Yeah.
And I did prepare this. You got my gears turning.
See, the thing is like there were so many games in Willy World that had automatic scores that I figured that this was just like kind of a known system or something.
Really?
Like there was the one where you shoot the mine carts and then you go over to a chest and there's like a number of like emeralds and that was your score. And then you had some of the things that Tone did. But I guess that was just like emerald handing out. That wasn't really a score. You okay?
I didn't think Minecrafty enough.
Oh no.
Okay, every point gets sent to this hopper here. So so like if there's a thing that's worth 5 points, it sends out 5 pulses. And then if they did a boo-boo, we remove the torch very shortly. That removes 1 point. And we just do that a certain amount of pulses. Because I was thinking of hooking it up to a like 7-segment display.
Yeah. Which, it doesn't have to be that fancy. Okay, so then how do you make sure the right number of pulses goes through?
Can take this away.
Could just assign him an arbitrary score. It doesn't mean anything. It's just random. Yeah. I think we're pretty close. We've made a long way. So thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. This is very fun.
I'm glad. Here we go into Willy World. And this is Willy World. So you can see there's already a few games and activities that have popped up around the server. And we are about to add one. So first things first, we need to find a spot. So Archangel's future game.
For each item, I want a pulse going into this purple here. That then sends out a set amount of pulses on the gray here. That part is done. I need to connect it up to the filters here and make sure that if this is running, then it doesn't send in a new pulse. That's the hard part at the moment.
Okay. Are there going to be like a constant flow of items here?
No.
Or it's just one item once and then goes off.
And then there might be another one because it just comes in from the play area inconsistently at the speed of the player.
That's what I was worried about, yeah. Dropper memory cell. I think if you do it like... let's see, so the filter like gives a pulse thing in there. And then you put a thing like that.
Right, yes, of course.
And then it doesn't matter how many items are in this dropper. As long as there's one in, it can... Yeah.
Yeah.
One. Yeah,
That's kind of what I already did for the amount of pulses going out.
Mm-hmm.
I just maybe did it in a bit more roundabout way.
But yeah, so basically every pulse from the item filter shoots an item into a dropper.
Then it's about starting and stopping this. Or starting it.
And then you can just pull out the piston from under, or, you know, do a piston thingy here. That is like extended by default or something like that, so that it breaks the connection. And then when you need the signal, it's like plonk plonk.
Ah yeah, that's more elegant than what I would do. I was just thinking of piping the blue signal into the comparator here to turn it off and then turn it back on again.
Yeah, that could work as well.
Okay, but thank you for that. I was really struggling with this. I don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah, I just did not know how to do the Kickstarter and it was really annoying me.
She had no idea what she was agreeing to when I was like, hey, can you help me with a point system for a little game in Willy World?
A little game, yeah. A little point system for a little game. Looks at this monstrosity. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, clean your floor.
I was building it out in like just higgledy-piggledy.
Oh,
so
I can
Angel
see
could
that.
understand it too.
This over here was Redstone
Oi.
School. This is what this is.
Yeah. Angel,
Yes.
I could have made a feed tape with a register so you could have different difficulties by varying the amount of soul sand.
We'll have different difficulties by how far you stand. There'll be a carpet floor where you can pick your difficulty.
Low tech, high tech.
Alright everyone, this project has really gotten away from me. I mean, this little fishing game, this little baby fishing game, it turned into all of this. Like, I just can't believe that this is our game that we started. It's not completely done. There's a couple more things that need to get hooked up, but for the most part, Everything is in place. There's a little bit of moving around I need to do. Lisa has left some thorough instructions for me, but I've really got to get editing on this video. So you are going to have to check in to part 2 next week to see this thing done, operating, decorated, all of that good stuff, and maybe we'll even invite over a few Zedcrafters to come and test it for us. But as of right now, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and huge shout out to Lisa, who was super helpful on this project. I could not have done all of this without her. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time.